Hey everyone, Ash here, and we need to head back to Drozona. Actually, no, we need to talk to Drake first. Right. Everything old is new. Obviously, the Devidians have found a way to harness the surge of triolic energy. The existence of the Devidians' portal means they're traveling freely between the station in the present and in the past. Since 23rd century technology can't detect the Devidian phase shift, that time period is rife with potential victims. The only choice now is to stop the incursion at the source. You'll have to take that portal into the past and find out how the Devidians are creating this new surge of triolic energy. Stop them and find our way back without altering the timeline. Don't worry about temporal investigations. I'll pull a few strings. They'll never know that you are gone. Best to keep your team small, just in case. And this is a daily mission, but we're not going to do that right now. Now we can head to Drozona Station. I don't know what I was thinking there. Let me make that my primary. I don't know what I was thinking there, trying to head to the station without contacting our mission contact. Oh, I didn't show off the reward, but I'll show off the reward when I get back. It's nothing really big, I'd have to say, but well, I don't know. I don't know. I'll just, like I said, I'll show it off once I get done with the mission. And of course, here's the Drozona Station. Hit full impulse here, and yes, let's dock at the station. Alright, there's our captain here. He still has his weapons from the last time, which means he still has the protonic rifle. Send to the Devidian portal. I'll take my technical officer and my science officer. Right. A properly modulated energy discharge should allow us to use the portal to follow the Devidians back through time. Once we get there, though, it might be a bit trickier to get back. We should bring a few people as possible to minimize the chance of distorting the timeline. In other words, what we need to do here is fire our weapons at this portal. And now we can go to the past. Drozona Station, 23rd century. We're still in Drozona Station, sir. Just in the past. Yeah, thanks, Captain Obvious. We need to be very careful, Captain. If we damage the station or injure anyone, we could damage the timeline irreversibly. Or something. Alright. Even if Drake doesn't care about the temporal prime directive, we should. We're still Starfleet officers, after all. And set weapons to heavy stun. We're still in the computer court, Captain. Strange. I wonder why nobody's here. From what I remember about this time period, there should be someone here, even just a technician. If we can find the right parts, we could cobble together a subspace field emitter and perhaps get an idea of what the Devidians are doing here. But using 23rd century technology will make it much more difficult. The Federation won't develop ways to detect the subspace variants that the Devidians are using until almost a century from now. I'll make a list of the equipment here that we can use to fine-tune Drozona Station's sensor array. We can probably find the regulator components somewhere near the computer core and an induction coil on the power systems level. Which means we need to get out of here. No wonder there's nobody here. The station is on medical alert. Non-essential personnel are confined to quarters, and the computer core is locked down. Unfortunately, that lockdown works both ways. No one can get in, but we can't get out either. Luckily for us that these old systems had some well-documented problems. It shouldn't be too difficult to override the controls. Sir, these old Duotronic computers have a memory fault that makes them susceptible to overloads. An overload could cause it to lose processes, like the one locking the door to the computer core. In this century, there shouldn't be any tasks that could overload them, but there is an infamous 24th century warp geometry problem that would be insoluble with the processing power available to this computer. If we set the consoles to divert processing to parts of this problem, we might be able to cause a memory overwrite that would make the computer core lose its security lockdown. Alright, let's consult our engineer. We need to overflow the memory banks. Use the consoles to switch processes to different memory banks until all of them are working. The main memory console should tell us which ones are currently queued and which ones are working. When all of the memory banks are working, the system will overflow its available memory, and the interlock on the doors should release. Now, reset Dawn. This is what I'd want to do first, and now they are all queued. Now, if I remember right, there's one here that sets 1 and 2 to working, which I think is this one. No, not that one. It's this one that sets yep, bank switch memory 1 and 2. And now what we have to do here is go back to this one and switch 1. That switches 1 back to queued. And now we have to go all the way around here and go up this ramp here. I hope this is the right way. Yep, it is. And now we have to activate this. This sets bank 1 and 3 to working. That did it. The door should open now. Yep, sure enough. Uh-oh, somebody's... Hey, what are you doing here? Okay. What are you doing down here? The station is on medical alert. Nobody's supposed to be in the computer core area but me. Hey, is that a weapon? Don't try anything or I'll have to stun you. Yeah, it's almost time for me to end the video, so when we come back, we'll talk to Lieutenant Myers and try to talk our way out of this. Later.